Okay, as you can see, you guys aren't in the room, so I'm going to take a minute to talk to you about generalizations since I'm out this afternoon. A generalization is a statement. It's kind of like a conclusion that a reader or writer can draw based on what they have read or data that they have seen on a chart or a map or even a graph. So today we're going to talk about exactly what a generalization is, so you're going to need your teacher-directed reading notebooks, so if you can go ahead and quickly get those. Go ahead and pause our video while you're gathering those, please. Okay, great. You should have your data notebooks or your teacher-directed notebooks, and we're going to gather some data. So I have a couple of questions to ask you first. The first question is, how many of you in our class have a pet? Stand up if you have a pet. And a pet can be something as little as a fish, so stand up. All right, great. So let's record our data on the board, and our data is going to be recorded as a fraction. So we have Mariana absent today, so that means we have 21 students in our class. So if there's 10 out of 21, you're going to write 10 over 21. So go ahead and let's write that data on the board. All right, now let's gather some more data. How many students in here like ice cream? Stand up, ice cream. Okay, let's put that data on the board. And last but not least, how many of you are happy to be here on a very soggy Monday afternoon? Stand up. I have a feeling not many of you stood for that one. Okay, and let's get that data recorded. All right, now you're going to watch a PowerPoint video, and with the PowerPoint, you're going to be looking at slides 1 through 3. And it's just going to real quick go through and tell you what a generalization is, how it's created, and then the vocabulary words that match it. So let's go ahead and open up that PowerPoint and go ahead and pause me. All right. Okay. You should have looked at the PowerPoint slide and written down any notes that you had from that, and now you're going to look at a document, and I just want you guys to decide together if it's a generalization. So let's open up that document, pick at Generalizations, and the first one says all kids love reading. Is that a generalization? Now, I'm not worried about right now whether or not you would say valid or faulty, or whether or not it's even a good generalization. But based on the words, I want you guys to talk with your table and decide on the sheet which ones are generalizations and which ones are not. Okay, go ahead and pause me, please, while you do that. All right, great. Let's go over this. So, all kids love reading. Would that be a generalization? Yes. The word in there, all, makes it a generalization, and an author could have written that based on the information that they found while they were doing research, or information that they included in a story they've written. 60% of the class likes reading. Is that a generalization? What do you think? That's more of like a fact because it has complete data in it. 60% is specific data, so we would look at that as a fact. Most kids like pizza day. Generalization. Most. How about the next one? 30% of the kids like sausage biscuits. 30%. Good. It's not a generalization. Pick at school starts at 7:40. That's a fact. All school starts at 7:40. Well, we don't know if that's true or not, but it's definitely not a generalization. Some kids have their homework every day. Generalization. Many students ride buses every day. Another generalization. No children get reading awards at Pickett. Is that a generalization? Think about the words that you could use. Is no one of the words that you could use when creating a generalization? Right, it is. Pickett starts to dismiss at 2:15. Another fact. Several children go to after-school daycares. That is a generalization. All teachers at Pickett are awesome. I tend to agree with that one, but it is definitely a generalization. None of the kids at Pickett like to eat greens. Again, another generalization. So I hope that makes it a little bit more clear for you on what a generalization is. If you have any questions about it, I will be back tomorrow, and we will continue to work on generalizations. All right, I'll see you in the morning. Bye.